Alrighty then. So let's just get right to it. Let me just turn that on, turn that all on, go back to that. Okay, there we go. Turn on the audio. All good stuff. Don't even gotta wait for this. Now, I did say on my Discord in particular that to explain this a little bit more for those of you who are on the YouTubes and don't know, I don't normally stream on Sundays, but considering I didn't have a morning stream uh, yesterday, I'm making it up for it now. Pretty simple stuff. Don't feel like a whole lot of details are required here, but you know. Oh, oh dear. So we're pretty much golden for good old Chapter 8. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm really... I gotta do some of the challenges. Saving the super bosses, we already know that. Anything I'm forgetting? I mean, the super jump charge, but I may just grab that kind of stuff off screen, like always. We got bonus videos for a reason. Because once you've done the main playthrough, I mean, I feel it's legitimate to have the main playthrough all on camera, because that's like the whole point. Normally you'd edit it down a bit if it's being, dink. But considering these are live streamed and it's a direct export, probably not going to be happening. But that's why I try to keep everything down a little bit manageable. Nothing, too crazy. Get out of here, you little... I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm going to fight this guy just because I have no idea what these things are called. What is this thing? Is it a... It's a Gulpit. Okay. That's a cool enemy. I want to see more Gulpits. Put them in more Mario games. They're definitely neat. Bit more gulp in. Time for some good old Pokemon-y nonsense. So I was thinking about it earlier. I was trying to debate what my next game's gonna be. Because RPGs are clearly my passion. I have the most fun doing them. So I was wondering what the next one was gonna be. And because I do have... Oh, there's enemies here now. That's right. Forgot about that. I do have a Discord. And this is not going to be there forever, but for now, I feel if there was anyone who cared, they could request some RPGs for me to play. They may happen, they may not, but getting some feedback from really everyone would be appreciated, just to know what I'm doing wrong, doing right and wrong, so. And of course, to request the next game. Orange juice is so good. Yeah, that's the way to leave. I was trying to think, like, doesn't it just lead to the Ultra Block guy says? No, it's not that. There's this guy. We'll deal with him later. Honestly, probably not. You can... I don't ever want to be the dude who says, oh yeah, you want to see, like, footage of this thing? Yeah, just look it up. Main reason I don't care to show it personally is that it's not changed in pro mode. It's all the same stuff. Well, I got Spin Smash. It's okay, but... If I wanted to be cheesy, I'd just go Dodge Master. Because it just makes action commands easier to hit. Wait, did I heal? No, I did not. Fantastic. Good job, me. I'm trying to think if there's anything... I know you can get another Pretty Lucky somewhere in the game. I just don't know where it is. So you have, like... Oh, is that 1,000 Year Door? I don't remember. But there's supposed to be, like, 2 Pretty Luckies and the Lucky Day, which would make my dodge chance even higher. More quick math, mathy goodness. Quick math. But I don't remember off the top of my head. Maybe he gives it to me. I'm not sure. Because he can give you some good stuff. Let's just do Chapter 6. It's going to be easy. We're just going to slam through it fast. Because I know Chapter 8's not going to take the longest time in the world. Oh, that's right. There's the Amazy Daisy here. We have a repel gel. We can cheese it. Okay. That's not the worst thing in the world. We can do it this time. What's cheaper? Oh, PowerShell is cheaper. Okay. I was going to say, is PowerShell or Spiny Search cheaper? It, to be fair, should be PowerShell. Later, Magic Koopa nerd. Get out of my house. And before these questions inevitably are raised internally, yes, there is a Chapter 8 challenge, and yes, there's something beyond that. There's a good old fun completionist thingy for doing them all, I should say. The rewards for the... I believe the final reward is actually pretty nice. Because I know data mined in the game is a... I'll hush my face. Just know it's something kind of new. I shall hold my tongue for now. I don't actually have enough FP to just hardline murder these guys. Yet. Soon I shall, but not for now, though. How do we want to handle this? Ooh, get dunked, son. Easy game. And then there's Merlee. You know, her bloodlust clearly being shown again. An insatiable desire for murder. She's not the kind of person who likes to murder herself. No, she likes to get someone else to do it. She likes coercion method of murder. I mean, at least it's fun, if I do say so myself. Alright, next fight, and we get a level up. So we don't gotta worry about nothing too much. Take another swig of orange juice. It's a baby. It was more like a sip rather than a swig, because we don't have a whole lot of orange juice. So I want to preserve it. Plus, it's being split amongst a group of people. So I want to preserve it even more so. So that's all fun. Fun and dandy. Alright, there's that level we're looking for. Oh, pretty basic stuff. Definitely FP. Definitely. I think 30's fine for HP for now. This is what I always do. I always just go, like, keep the HP and FP pretty normalized. I'll then focus whichever one I'm feeling I need more. Like, if I need more FP, I'll level that up next, but then put the next point into HP. Keep them all nice and even. Keep my OCD on the down low. It's a nice feeling being able to also kill the Magic Koopa. Normally, I just gotta ignore him. It's also the optimal strategy, to be fair. It's not like I need the star points. Making them run away makes fights go faster, so, alright. I suppose it works at the very least. Who am I to complain? You know, I haven't mentioned it, but I really like the Bazaps. They have 4 HP, and that's very easy to deal with. Even if I couldn't use Spiny Surge, I got a good old friendo known as Starstorm. Oh, I wish I could, like, hit you more efficiently. We have just, like, a normal Thunderbolt. We got lots of Thunder Rages and all that nonsense, but... Actually, you can hit him. I think I'll just do that, now that I think about it. Here, just see how much this does to me. You still have to hit the action command because of all or nothing, but I mean, I'll take 1 compared to whatever I would have taken otherwise. Of course, there's at least the counter argument of I could have hoped that they missed, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, this is the kind of fight I'd probably want to use a shooting star on. Maybe, maybe not. We have a full, like, hardline full up inventory, so maybe, maybe not again, but we'll see. There it is. It depends if they're gonna... Yeah, there it is. They're gonna summon another dude. So, yeah, now I really want to. Are you the healer? Or is that defense? That's attack. Okay, never mind. Sorry for assuming, I suppose. Oh, man. Man, that dink sound effect always just hurts a little bit. Gotta use Shooting Star to kill the Spiny. Otherwise, I'd use Thunder Rage. There we go. Yeah, you can already see, because, like, Shooting Star, is that Shooting Star? Yeah, it's Shooting Star, is the most effective method of dispatching with ne'er-do-wells. Multiple dudes. But you can see how good the Egg Bomb is, because it's just an egg, which you get from Mount Rugged, that's the one. I never remember quite right. And just a Fire Flower. So, if you use a double dip synergy, I believe you can get 2 of them, actually. I think you can get 2 double dips. Or is it might be... I should have swapped the bow. That's exactly what I was thinking of. I'm a dink. Oh well, it doesn't matter. But I think you can get 2 of them. If not in this, then in Thousand Year Door. And that effectively gives you a new option called Triple Dip, which lets you use 3 items. And if you triple dip a Egg Bomb, it's called Egg Missile. That's 6, 12, 18 damage to the face in 1 turn. That's a lot of damage. And I don't think you need me to tell you that. How do I want to handle you guys? I guess just like this, I suppose. Don't gotta do anything too crazy. Anything more involved to kill them in 1 turn would burn more FP, and I don't want to do that. I want to save a little bit for our friend. I had my hands off the keyboard. Dang it. Oh, you're doing this again? Fine, we'll play this game. I was hoping you weren't gonna be like that, but okay. Whoa, come on there, Mr. Man. Sometimes it lags a little bit. You know, it's clearly not me. I'm clearly not the problem here. I think Merle did that twice. That's the 2nd time she's buffed my defense. When it comes to good old friend Mage Man trying to run away. You could do that a little bit better, if I do say so myself. How much HP do you have? Do you have 30 or 20? 30. Ah, jeez. So, it's because 3 basic attacks from Watt's 15 and 2 Mega Quakes is 14. That's 29 damage. So, if I use the Repel Gel, I'm going to get bodied because of the song. Can I do any more than 7 damage or 5 damage with a partner? I don't know how much defense it has. I could just basic hammer to check. You know what? Here. Because this is like, it has to happen. I have to use the Repel Gel or I will die. Alright. Alright, we got some FP. That's what we like to see. Who would hit him the hardest? Cooper's hits for 6, but then defense lower that to 5, so that's irrelevant. I don't know how much damage Airstrike does. Tidal Wave could. Tidal Wave could work. I could do Goombario, maybe. But basic attack Watt's got them all beat. I guess we just need to roll with it to see how much FP I'm going to be able to regen. Jeez. Because... I don't have enough FP to do any bigger attacks is the thing. I have exactly enough to use Mega Quake twice. Yep, 13. And 7 plus 5 is 12. Not 13. That's not too nice. Is it 1 turn or 2 turns left, Mr. Song? How do you tick? Yeah, last turn. Hit it for 6. So, I can hit for 6. This is what I'm gonna have to do if I want even a chance to live. I can hit for 6 with this. And I can only hope Airy does... Airy doesn't do 7. I know it doesn't. Tidal Wave, maybe? It's the only thing that can potentially do that kind of damage. Bombette's Bomb, maybe? That does... Parakarry's Air Shot does the same damage, so... I could have been doing that a turn earlier, too. That would have also saved my life. Let's bank on the one thing I know in theory can get me to win is this. And you can hear that da-da, da-da noise, which sometimes the keyboard sticks and will input a second in command when I don't want it to. Like you also saw in that same counterpoint to that, it instantly hit the next button because the previous key was still sticking. So it instantly registered as the next button, so... Ah, jeez. I thought I'd be able to do that. Oh well. Let's move on. No more wasting our time. Get that out of the way. Alright. Game? There we go. Okay. It deselected the window. Okay, that was my bad. Well, oh well. I wasted only like, it was like not even like 10 minutes, so whatever. It's not like it's a big deal. I don't think that would have worked anyway, though, is the thing with like Parakarry's Air Shot, because that probably would have also just swung for 5. So, I'm trying not to use any life shrooms, too, because that's incredibly cheese. Is it over here? I distinctly remember it being over here, which is weird, considering that's where the other star piece already was. No? Okay. It's like further up or something. Oh, it is further up, huh? Okay. Works for me. That's the one. All right. As you said before, they're going to open this way, the path to Star Way, the path without fear. The Star Way continues into the Star Heaven. And yeah, with the 7 Star Spirits saved, we can now counteract the Star Rod. We can nullify it to some degree. It's not a perfect counter, but considering the whole Star Rod's the thing that grants wishes, but they still do got some mighty clout with the thing. Oh, just drop that right on the floor. Yeah, there we go. All right. There we go. Welcome to... Ugh, I hate dodging these guys. Welcome to the Star Road and counter again. I just don't want it. Any enemy that makes itself tangible. Both are climbing from back pain and for the fact that I hate enemies that start the fight intangible. That's just anti-fun right there. I just gotta wait around for like 2 or 3 turns. How about no? I say no to you, good sir. Welcome to the Star Haven. We're gonna talk to no one. Instead, we're gonna go do some shoppy goodness. Now, there's another shop that sells Star Rods, all the really good healing items, with the exception of like Ultra stuff. And life shrooms and stopwatches. Oh my. Like, stopwatches are supposed to be the ultimate of the status, like, inflicting items, like dizzy dials and all that nonsense. But most enemies are resistant to sleep, or stop, I've found. Sleep is the best one, I believe, in this game. Or dizzy. Dizzy's also pretty good. It's weird that stop is the one that it's like, hey, you know, don't you want to inflict stop? No. I mean, yes, in most games, but not in this. Never in this. I don't think we ever even watched the intro, but this is the place in the intro. Oh, you hear those jingle jangles? Ain't that nice? Oh, that's all good and dandy. Look at them all! Bestowing upon us their final power. Got another thing to spin on my finger. This one is a bottle that... Because my flashlight broke. If you remember that amazing thing where I had another thing to spin on my finger. I'm gonna get that out of the shot. I just threw it on the floor. Luckily the game's lagging, so it's not like I need to input any button commands. Wow, is it lagging? It does not like this. This spaceship is very powerful. Powerful enough for even the game to struggle, you know, making the thing. Legendary Starship of Star Haven. Does everything have to have a star in its name? Yes. Alright, well, okay then. Alright. It's time to go besiege Bowser's Castle. And I suppose by extension, Peach's Castle, considering it's also been completely occupied. There we go. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. So you've already seen the princess, you're literally outside of her house. What a selfish little kid. Everyone else is wishing to see the princess, but this little shit kid saying, hey, can I stuff my face with nonsense? Fantastic. That makes you look a lot more professional when your webcam is just this dude reclining as hard as he possibly can. A star-powered showdown! Man, wonder whose silhouette that one is, huh? Question scientists still can't answer, I feel. Also, a bunch of clown cards. Those are pretty cool. I like clown cards. Alright. Let's get out of here. Gotta cross over first. Yeah, sorry. There we go. Oh, not even intentional, but I still gave him that good old runaround. Oh, I was hitting down. I'm surprised that didn't, like, immediately fail upon me hitting down like a dingus. Well, I guess I'm better at this game than even I expected. Alright. Ow. Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Man. Yeah, these ones are cheeky. These ones aren't the same from the toy box. These ones will get up and attack in the same turn. Normally, no Koopa enemy does that in the base game, but hey, there's another promo change. There, you know what, I was going to say there's probably, that's not even a probably. It is guaranteed there's a lot that I'm missing. I don't even know all of the changes Promote's made. I've been trying to say as many as I can remember, but even rewatching some of the VODs, I've seen a couple like this. To be fair, that I don't even think about, because I haven't played the original Paper Mario in a long time, but Pro Mode I have played in a much more recent time. Also, can you not slap me in the face before I even get a chance to block? Thanks. Luckily, I can just dump FP into this fight, because I'm gonna level up, and that's pretty fun. Okay. No, it's not the most exciting thing ever, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain about a first turn kill. Fight's a little bit less interesting, but it's safer, and I'll take safety any day. Alright, Mr. Cook died there, it's just not possible. You can't jump over them because they're on an elevated platform. And you can't hit them with your hammer because you're bad and you didn't time it right. I'm sorry, I say you, but I meant me, of course. How do these guys respond to fire? I don't know, I'd expect these dudes to be, like, immune to fire, but I guess it also makes sense. They're in, like, metal armor. But they're also, like, hanging out with Bowser all the time. They're in, like, a lava cavern. I'd expect them to be pretty resistant to fire. Maybe not immune, then at least resistant to the thing, but I suppose it works. Nope. And nope. Oh, hey, it's a Hammer Bro. We haven't seen one of these since Chapter 1. And yes, it is the exact same Hammer Bro from Chapter 1. And no, there's no good reason to go fight the dude from Chapter 1. He doesn't give you anything. He's instead a meanie. Yeah, these guys got defense. You don't want to get them too low on HP because they will do a flurry attack, which does a abhorrent amount of damage. See, like, I'm not going to hit him now. Because he's not below the threshold to do the flurry attack, so hey. Hey, there it is. I like how you looked at the hammer bro right there when he missed. He had like 2 little sweat drops come off him, like he's like panicking. I believe most enemies actually do that if they miss. I haven't like noticed it before, but that's maybe because that dude had a projectile, so. Alright. There we go. Let's just move on with our life. And welcome to Bowser door number 1, Gardor. It's not Bowser door, it's Gardor. Wow, sorry. Didn't mean to, like, you know, misinform my audience, I guess. Squarely in front of me. Alright then, I'll let you go through. I think that this is not the right way through. Something tells me that's not right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not right. Tell you what, if you make it back up here, I'll let you through. I'll let you through. But I know you'll never get back up here. Cheeky boy. Anything in these? These things like to hide things, so maybe. Tasty tonic. That kind of sucks. Oh, I will take a life shroom. I'm not buying life shrooms, but if they're gonna hand one to me, well, who am I to complain? Yeah, shut your face. On that, you're not allowed to talk to anyone, including me. You're also not allowed to laugh at me as I proceeded to spin in lava twice. I always like being cheeky and going fast with a good old spin, but I don't think it's a good idea. I want everything to go faster, but it's just not happening, so... yeah. Everything's so slow around here. It's not like the section's hard. I'm just incredibly impatient. Hey. There you go. You see? We're only 28 minutes in, and we are already, like, well ways into, the final dungeon. So, we're definitely gonna make this in time. This may be a shorter video, now that I think about it. Because anything beyond this will be just bonus video content. This is gonna go until we beat the game, so... Also hoping to keep that life shroom until the final boss. That's gonna make life easy. Ah, jeez. Are you serious right now? Why? Who made a level like this? Bowser? Yeah, but he's never been this competent at it before. He's also not competent enough to just make the thing impossible to traverse. Okay, I will at least say flooding your location with lava is probably a pretty good way of making people stay out. I'll at least give him that. Where would you even get lava, is my question at this point. Like, where is Bowser getting this stuff? Because lava's probably can't be all that cheap, you know? It's gotta be shown out some kind of cash to get it, considering it's always flowing. He's never letting it harden. It's probably also really expensive to keep it hot, too. Like, ooh. I don't want to see, like, the heating bills on this one. Or is it... How did you get up on this? It's, like, real finicky, but you can, like, pop up on this. It's irrelevant, but you can. You know. So you get that brief pop-up, but you can, like, stay up there. I've done it once or twice. I don't remember the specifics. Oh, hi. And for the first time we're seeing, except from the prologue, an actual blue Magi-Koopa. Not named, it's just known as the Magi-Koopa. Not colored one. It's actually the strongest of all the Magi-Koopas, which is usually the other way around. The basic boy is the weakest, and the colored, like, specifically Extendo-named ones are the strongest. No, just basic boy Magi-Koopas are obviously the most fearsome Magi-Koopa. I just want you guys to know this was a very difficult excursion, and you guys put up a mighty fight. Actually, I want to try out Air Raid. I want to see how much damage this does. Because this does like 7 damage. I'm going to be a little bit upset. How much does this do? 5. But it's piercing, so. I think it does 7 in the base game. So, yeah. More reason to use Parakarry in the base game. Okay. There goes the lava. It also hardened in like an instant. Hush your face, son. See, there we go. See, I just did it. And then, yeah, I think it's easier once it's cooled, but I know it's possible while the lava's going. I think it's actually because when the lava's going, you have a slower movement speed. I don't have a key, but oh well. I just have full inventory, so we're just not going to grab those. Not going to grab the mystery either, because it can just be pretty much anything. Could even be a pebble. Which, I don't believe I read the tooltip for the pebble when we saw, but it does the same thing as a dried hammer, where it does 1 damage. So I ran to like an enemy. There's that key. But, that's not where we're going to go yet. There's still a little bit more we need. Quickly type down in comments if you know where we're going. And if you guess right, I'll probably not even read it, because there's no comments on Twitch. There's comments on YouTube, though. This is for all you future people out there. Oh, would you look at this? Another life shroom. Okay, this is not what I was expecting to be getting, but okay. Okay, go away, Mr. Super Shroom. I don't want you. I threw you away for a reason. Oh, my kingdom for a like extended sack thingy that you get in 1000 Year Door. Are you ready to try a really, really difficult glitch? I am. So if you can get around the bottom of this and spin jump into this, I did it first try. This is a clip out of bounds trick. Because you can then Parakarry over here, and then you know just fall down. But we're not going to do that. Because we want to actually play the thing right and get a deep focus. Another thing, so yeah, that's like a speedrunning trick. It's only possible when the block is not opened, so once you pick up this deep focus, the glitch won't work anymore. I am astounded I did that first try. Props to me, huh? But take note of how that deep focus looks. That's the beta image for deep focus. And when it's added to your inventory, its look changes to that of a normal deep focus. Which sucks, because I like that deep focus, not defocus, better. If they added anything more to promo, they could use that art for something. Deeper focus. It's not like you need it. Like, you can already equip 2 deep focuses and they will stack. I remember I went once into one of the boss fights with like 3 deep focuses, and one use of the focus command will give you like more than a full like star meter. That's a little bit really good. I'm like super full of air right now. Not all then, but I mean, aside from that being normal. Like I'm yawning up a storm. I've been burping a couple times. Luckily, I've been at least decently classy about it, not just let it rip right into the mic. I mean, there's also the factor that I don't know how to burp on command, so I couldn't actually have that happen if I wanted to. But, whatever. I like it if you think that I'm doing this for your guys' sake, not the fact that I physically cannot. So hush your faces. Oh, you snippy. Oh yeah, that's right. Going this way makes it so you don't have to go through this place, and I hate this place. Can I go back and do the glitch again? That'd be kind of nice. I guess we'll see the whole thing, I guess. These are cool, though. They're like dry bones versions of, Spinies or Buzzy Beetles or something. I don't actually know. See, isn't this place fun where you have to be holding Watt out at all times, so when you have to use another partner, you can't see shit? It's my favorite. Yeah. I'll just not take that. Thank you very much. I already got a full inventory, and a 2 damage to all ground enemies is worthless to me. I don't want to upset you, but just know you're actually garbage. Alright. And we're moving on. This place is not nearly as bad as I remember. Every time I come to this place, I'm like, man, I hate this place so much. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as one would expect. It still sucks, but it's never like this absolutely atrocious, abhorrent, like, location. So, hey. Oh, yeah, that's right, you have to use Watt. Thanks, game. Really appreciate you. What can you do? It's not like Watt's a bad partner. And what are these things? Oh, they're bony beetles, so they are, spiny... No, it's not... Don't start with me. My brain keeps saying the word starts with an S. No, it starts with a B. Because it actually starts with a D, now that I think about it. It's a dry bones buzzy beetle. It is not a spiny. That's wrong. Get that one through my thick head. That actually hurt a little bit because I hit my headset rather than my head. And it, like, bopped my ear. I mean, it's not like I'm grievously wounded or anything, but I would have preferred that to have not happened. Why is it I always yawn on these good old streams? You see that item back there? You see how much I'm going to go for it? No bad bony beetles. Get out of my house. Bad bony beetles. No. No. Their whole gimmick is their spikes are extend and retractable. I also like how this area is kind of cheeky, where the correct way to go is actually down the hole instead of going across it. The other two ways could give you other things or are just dead ends, but I don't care. And here we are. Underground jail successfully escaped. That's, door guard number 1 down, I suppose. Bye. And we've entered the first, like, mini-hub. Got 4 directions to go. Who knows which one's correct? If I remember correctly, this one's the incorrect way, so we're gonna go this way first. Gotta explore a little bit. There we go. Yep. There we go. Wow. Thanks. They have a unique background for these, for, like, this area. Which is just the jail cell with a lock on it. It's a nice touch. When in doubt, pinky's out. Gotta extend that pinky when yawning, or else you're not classy enough. Alright, you nerds, I've saved you from your internal enslavement. Internal? Eternal. Internal enslavement would be like... Oh, sure. Well, I mean... Internal enslavement would be some kind of disease, I would imagine. Maybe you got, like, some kind of problem going on. I have no idea. We can, like, babble about semantics all day. But we're just gonna not do that. Keep the commentary at least concise in some regards, I say, as I never stop talking. Also, here's a shop. It sells the Ultra Shroom and the Jammin' Jellies. Dude's a cool guy. Hey, you know, you're loaded, man. Here. Normally this is the end of the game, so I'd like pull out all my really good stuff, but I don't care, so we're not going to do that. There's more and more difficult things to come. I mean, this is the end of the game. It's not like there's post-game content, but once this is done, you can properly do all the optional bosses, but you have to beat Bowser first. It's like the game knows. It's too smart for you. Yes. Yeah, that's a key that we really don't got going on right now. This place, this is like one of the most tedious rooms in the entire game. So you walk 2 rooms in, you go over here, you pull a chain, then you get on... No, that's not the right button. That's the right button. Aha! And you get on Sushi and you go right back. I always hated this area, Bowser's Castle. Bowser's Castle was my least favorite area in the whole game for the longest time as a kid. Because trying to backtrack through this area to do more fun stuff in Toad Town is so obnoxious in the base game. I think they make it a bit better in Pro mode. But, yeah. The nightmares will never stop. I will always remember how much of a right bastard backtracking out of this place really is. So everything I'm doing right now, get prepared to do it again, because we're gonna have to go right back down here in a bit. So we gotta get a key and open the door, but the door is currently very, very underwater. So okay. Pull back out Sushi. Swim over here. And there's the key. And now, to make this area even more fun, we get to do it all over again. So, got any board games? Because we're gonna be here. And it's not like I can skip the little water draining cutscenes. It's not quite as bad. Man, I hate the fact that I keep polluting my commentary with yawns, but I can't stop yawning. It won't stop. And I don't want to just go... every time. That's not fun. But instead I gotta yawn all over the place. I'm not even tired right now. Why am I yawning? Ugh. There, now we're past the super fun time water room where there was actually nothing going on. And now we can go actually continue playing the game. Okie doke. Oh! It's been a while since we've seen one of these. Of course that didn't first strike, alright. How much HP you got? Oh wow, you only have 10? Okay, Mr. Cannons, if you think that's the right idea. I mean, who am I to judge? But I gotta say, you may want to rethink this whole, like, combat strategy and general effectiveness thing. Because you do not have enough HP to actually be worth it. I thought we would have learned by now that high defense does not actually mean tanky when it comes to this game. You have Watt. There doesn't matter how much defense you have. Pro mode beats it over your head that you need some good method of inflicting penetrating damage. Murley coming in clutch again. So, Mega Quake plus an all or nothing badge just really lets you coast through anything that banks on high defense. Oh, air bubble. At least it wasn't Eon. God dang it. Okay, wow, they really hurt. Wow, that felt good. Just right to the face, too. I felt that one in my body. Just know that the physical trauma I've endured shall live with me forever. I mean, at least until I get to, like, a Toad House or something. Then I'll take, like, a 2-minute nap and it'll be all gone. So just know your Bullet Bill life was, in fact, in vain. This whole first striking thing is actually just kind of irrelevant. I would have assumed they would have had more HP than just none. But, alright, whatever. If it works for them, it works for them. I know, I'm complaining and telling them that they're doing it wrong, but when you think about it, it's clearly Bowser and his minions that made the thing, so we know who's really at fault here. We know who really messed this one up. And can we say we're surprised? I mean, maybe. Actually, now that you think about it, in every single... Oh, wow, that's new. Okay, that's not supposed to be there. In every single other Mario game, Bullet Bill blasters are indestructible, so maybe he shouldn't either make them out of solid gold or improve his quality all around, because we all know from earlier in the game, Chapter 1 even, we've seen Bullet Bill blasters. Maybe these are like an older model, or maybe he's trying out something new. I don't think it's working for him, whatever it is. However, I do appreciate the concept behind the Koopa Patrol, like, ambush, sneak attack, employing guerrilla warfare. I'm expecting Bullet Bills, and you're here sending, like, weird armored Koopas at me. I'll at least say I wasn't expecting it, and they got a free lick in. It's not like it matters, because I'm about to level up, so the FP and HP they've wasted is irrelevant. I gotta at least give credit where credit's due. Koopa Patrols are very intimidating for a mook enemy. Bowser has some good help on hand. Some would say better than even himself, but, you know. There's more of these Bullet Bill things? Come on. Oh, wow, that actually hit it. I just did a normal jump. And then I hit, like, A right as I connected. I didn't think that would count as a spin jump, but okay. I mean, who am I to judge? Alright. Do I want to take this one to the face? Not really. You know what? I have this for a No. I just thought about it, and there's a whole nother cannon set coming up. That's probably going to be even scarier. We'll hold out for now. But if these dudes are like the other Bullet Bill blasters, then these dudes are going to fire every other turn. Okay, they do fire, in fact, every turn. So we'll just do this then, fine. I mean, I got some star points from it, so okay. Now, this just kind of boils down into me rambling at this point about Bullet Bill blasters. But it's not like there's anything else going on. This is us walking down a hallway for the 17,000th time, getting hit in the face with a gun bullet, and getting bodied. There's only so much I could talk about. We've done this for 8 chapters, man. We should know that sometimes my material runs low when there's no one in chat and I have nothing to talk about. I'm going to talk about the game a lot. It's like people expect me to have, like, infinite commentary, but when it runs dry, talking about the game is the next logical step. There's now 2 of these things! And it is hotter than a sauna in here. Who built a sauna in this volcano, it feels like? Oh, boy. Did I come in here in full winter gear? Turn on... I can't, like, turn the fan at me, because it'll just pollute my audio even further, and that makes me a very sad man. Oh, yeah, that was effective. Oh, this is an even less scary enemy group. I would have preferred the Koopa Patrol. Magic Koopas are fun and all. Oh, I didn't know, I also didn't bring it up, but normally Magic Koopas are not electrified. That is another pro mode change. It's a minor one, but it technically makes them more effective. Don't you do that. Stop doing that. Come on, Mario. This is like basic stuff here. You're just being difficult for the sake of being difficult. Alright, I guess I'll just refresh then. Itchy back. That didn't even work. I need to do that again. I hate that when you get an itch, you're like, ah, I'm all done. And then you realize that, wait, no, that just didn't work at all. Alright, bye, Mr. Invisible Bullet Bill. Maybe that Magic Koopa should have thought that plan out better. If the Bullet Bill is intangible, maybe it can't actually suffice as a bullet. I mean, at least there's, like, a solid concept, but, not, you know, nothing crazy. Oh, here's also a fun glitch. Oh, I need the... It doesn't work. Oh, that's right. You need the spin jump. You can't have the tornado jump. That's right. So, I guess that's a glitch you wouldn't see in normal play. If you jump on the Dry Bones with a spin jump and you're still, like, upside down from the spin, you'll just start walking around like that. Like, the angle, like, let's say you do the spin and then you hit it like this, you'll just start walking around like this weird upside down angle. And yeah, I know my hand puppet nonsense isn't the most accurate of demonstrations, but I hope at least the baseline concept and idea behind it came across. Probably not, but I can dream. Why are you still... Oh, the Dry Bones is still alive. Ah, jeez. That's just free star points, so whatever. Well, Zap Tap's scary. Bo is immune to electric damage, so that just doesn't work. I just said Bo. Bo is not immune. That is wrong. Bo would get bodied by electric damage. Okay. Now, where is this key that I'm looking for? Not there, not there, not there. There we go. Oi. Oh, that's nice. That's a good present. Thanks, Bowser, for installing that for your enemy. I just slunk right on in there. Didn't even mean to bean this dude in the head, but okay. I'll be able to kill next turn. I can just use Fire Shell. Ow. I have both Pretty Lucky and Lucky Day. You'd be surprised how often enemies still hit me right in the face. I don't have that second Pretty Lucky, though, so maybe that's the factor that I'm missing. That'd be around, like... That wouldn't even be, like, 7% extra chance to dodge. I mean, maybe. It adds up, to be fair, so... I still can't remember if the second Pretty Lucky is in this game or if that's a 1,000-Year Door thing. Because I know you can get about 2 in 1,000-Year Door. Lucky Day's also in that game. And then you can get a random drop that's super duper low chance, like 1 in 300 of any badge in the game dropping on a random chance from enemies. But you can get Lucky Day, or I mean Pretty Lucky from those kind of drops. So, and I did actually have that once happen to me in my actually the most recent 1,000-Year Door playthrough. I was playing through the game and got my first Pretty Lucky badge, and then the fight with the enemies just outside of it. So this is like still in the prologue of that game. They dropped the Pretty Lucky badge just right out of the gate. So I had 2 Pretty Luckies for like the whole game, on top of the Lucky Day and the second Pretty Lucky you get. It was terrible. They should not have given me this. They gave me too much power, and I just started to watch the whole world burn. Normally, Flurry's useless in that game, but she gives you the dodgy ability, which is similar to Lackluster's Cloud9. I just abused that super hard. Made it even harder for enemies to hit me. Welcome to Bowser Door number 2. What's your view? I won't let you pass. Time for Quizzy time. So, I'm not going to do it because I'd like to not just insta-die and waste my life shrooms. But if you fail this quiz, you get into the hardest fight in the normal Paper Mario. Arguably. Some people would still say the final fight of the Master's pretty high up there. but you have to fight 3 anti-guys, and that's scary. I do have the repel gel, so I could win that fight just straight out, just turn 1, pop repel gel, and have Watt or like Spiny Surge or whatever, just start hitting people. But whatever. It's a puzzle. Take note of what's on the screen, is what that dude's saying. So, for example, 4 Goombas, 3 Koopas. They're going to get more complicated than that. I believe that's the first question. How many Koopas were there? 4 Goombas and 3 Koopas. I believe you have to get 5 right and you win, or if you get 3 wrong, you lose. Alright, that's the first one. So you're going to need to start thinking of more examples. 3 Shy Guys, 3 red, 3 blue, 3 red, 3 green, 4 blue. I don't know what colors are. Yeah. 3 red, 3 green, 4 blue. Which are there 3 of? Oh, maybe there were more green. But there were 3 red, I know that. Maybe I miscounted again. These are not hard questions. It's the fact that I have to say them out loud. 2 red, 2 bomb, 4 blue. Bomb came out of left, red middle, blue right. Which came out of the middle? The red guys. Boom, son. Shows you how much I've played these games. How that I can just remember which one's which. I believe one of them's going to be legs, but whatever. 2 Goombas, 1 green, 4 Koopas, and 3 blue. 2 Goom, 1 green, 4 Koop, 3 blue. How many Goombas are there? There are 2 Goom. I believe this last one's legs. Alright. Can't believe this. You got 4 right. Alright, enough of this. I'm going to quit messing around and give you a really hard one. He says that, but all the questions are in a set order. So there's 1 Goom, 1 Koop, and 1 Dark Koop. Goom and Dark Koop came out of left. Normal Koop came out of the right one. How many arms did you just see? Well, Goombas don't have arms, and there were 2 other things, so the answer's 5, obviously, because one of them's some freaky mutant. And that even their parents don't love. I feel bad for them, if anything. To be defeated by Mario. Dude, you're built in the likeness of Bowser. What did you think was going to happen? Like, this should be, like, the first thing you expect to have occur when you challenge Mario. I need to go save again. I don't want to deal with that again. Just in case things go really bad. Maple syrup, that sucks. Oh, that's not right. I was checking something. Ah, dear. Oh, dearie, dearie me. I mean, hey, if you guys want to get slapped around, who am I to oppose? It's not my life on the line, you know? Kablams. Also, thing to note, yeah, dry bones normally collapse into a pile of bones. But with fire damage, they don't. They just die. So, that and explosives, I believe. I was gonna check this, because this seemed weird to me. Is there something here? Alright, then. Okay. If you say so. Hello there, Mr. Jam and Jelly. Throw away the super mushroom, because, I mean, 10 HP is just not gonna cut it when I have, like, 30. Soon to be 35, if not already. Nope. This is very hard, considering they just fly back and forth in a automatic pattern. They don't even try to dive bomb you. They just fly back and forth. It's like no effort is put forth to actually try to stop you, you know? The thing that you'd expect enemies to actually do. Nah, it doesn't even occur to them. They're having too much fun. Floating around like a bunch of nerds. I didn't hit him. I'm a failure! You know, I never even thought about it, because whenever I always considered my least favorite chapter, it probably... I don't think I can say it's 3, In the base game, 3 is like my favorite. But in promo, they made Tubba Blubba's castle so tedious. But I really do not like Bowser's castle. As fun as this place is, it's like, oh man, it's that final dungeon. It's just Bowser's castle. Every game has this. And unlike every other chapter where there's a fun, like, entourage of adventures you get to go on, each one with a different unique setting, this one is, here's just a really, really long dungeon. Man, Bowser's castle sucks. Thousand Year Door does it better. Can I gush about Thousand Year Door some more? I'm not going to, but I want to. Just know that, at the very least. Now, how am I going to deal with you? Oh, well, very simply, in fact. I remember I wanted to cheese this by not actually doing it this way. I wanted to put the bomb down there and then just run around. And I did, because you have a speedy spin. Oh, jeez, you're still giving me these things? My inventory is full. How do you not know this already, game? Can I say no? You know, okay, 2 of them are invisible? If 1 was invisible, fine. They will run away. I am not participating in the magical land of 2 of these people are invisible. No. How about a big old fat no to that one? I'd sooner wish to embrace death than have to deal with that kind of nonsense. Of course, the addendum to that whole embracing death thing is, haha, I have life shrooms. Can we not be doing this? Again, 2 of them are invisible. No! How many times do I have to... Physical pain. Fine, I'll get my mashing hand ready. There we go. That's not even the right way to go. Alright. Even better usage of my time, obviously. Okay. Screw off, buddy boy. Okay, yeah, no. Oh, okay. That's how we're doing this. Kablam. There we go. And wow, that was really difficult. Sure glad I had to go all the way around for that. I'm just gonna not deal with you. Whoa, he sent an air shot. He tried to predict that. Props. That's a smart man right there. He knew exactly what I was thinking. He was 4 steps ahead of me on that one. I mean, he missed. That's probably because he's a mage and his physical capabilities are non-existent. But, whatever. Luckily, the downside of running away from fights is kind of null and void when you have this much cash and almost nothing to buy. Up, down, down, up, down, up. Pay attention to the background. Up, down, down, up, down, up. Because if you get this wrong, you get booted back to that hallway with the Double Hammer Bros. And no one wants that. Ugh. Fortunately, when I play more games, I'm probably not going to know them nearly as well as this game, because this game is a childhood favorite. I'm so obscenely nostalgic for this game. Like, totally ridiculous levels of nostalgia. Okay, that one's not invisible, but it's in the air, and I cannot effectively deal with air foes. So, again, no. No, no, no! Ah, I can't even finish the point I'm trying to make, man! I'd be fine with these enemies, but these Magi-Koopas keep being in tedious and rather incorrigible levels of positioning. Luckily, this is this right here, so I didn't have anything to worry about. But the initial point I was going to make was I'm probably not going to know other games as well as I do this one. Because I want to play, more games, and I know this game so well. I mean, There will, of course, be the exception of Thousand Year Door, which I will know even better. Also, here's Peach. Oh. Peach. Throw up some air quotes on that one. Kablam. Smack. Now, I'm not reading the dialogue, but I'm, again, still trying to keep it slow for if anyone is interested in it, they can pause the video. I know that's really obnoxious, but at least the option's there for those who wish to know it. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Okay then. Fine. Why do you have to be invisible? Like, if there's one thing I wish Pro Mode wouldn't do is that. That is just not fun. I love having to wait 3 turns to be able to play the game. I'm on the back foot from the get-go, and in not a fun manner. This isn't a strategic advantage, it's just, fuck you, man. You don't get to play the game for blank many turns. Hey, get out of here. Yeah, even when transforming, that shit don't fly still. I'm gonna kill you just because you're in the air. Yay. If there's one thing I do think Pro Mode changed, is I believe normally these kind of enemies could only transform into the party member you have currently out. So all of these dudes would become Cooper. Another flying guy, come on now. Ah, jeez. Luckily, I actually fought Lackluster, so we know how this works. Oh, jeez, I'm getting bodied. Here, let's just do this to take care of this and Cooper. Lackluster and Cooper. Because, well, Cooper has a defense. Which is actually a smart thing, considering he's a turtle shell man. It's also one thing you don't think about, which you never see in the base game, but Parakarry is also technically a paratrooper, so he also has defense. So, keep that in mind. Do I just want to let's just smooch. No, we'll refresh, because we don't have a great way of restoring all of our star points. So, a good way of restoring HP and FP, but not star points, because heart blocks suck. Comparatively. Man, you thought hitting the normal Parakarry action commands harder. Here's blocking Parakarry. How much HP do you got? You got like 11? You have so much HP. I hate you all. Again, I have to smooch at this point. See, like, Pro Mode likes to really have enemies dish out a lot of damage. But normally you can just damage check every enemy in the game. Except for enemies that are intangible. Do you want to hear me bitching about intangible enemies some more? Oh yeah, you do. But again, I've been talking about balance of Paper Mario Pro Mode a lot throughout this series, so it's to be expected at the very least. Not everything is skewed in the enemy's favor either. There are some things you can do to absolutely break the game. You can always just grind for infinite cash to have, like, infinite life. Like, really, that's, like, the end game. You can just have an inventory of 10 life shrooms, and what do you do then? Because enemies always drop cash, so. Normally, one-up items aren't that broken in video games, but unfortunately, life shrooms in this game are a instant revive whenever you die, and when only you have one character who needs to be kept alive, that makes them infinitely more useful than your standard RPG with its good old, you know, actually having to manually revive your party members. Ooh. They're just, like, fundamentally broken. Less broken, but still very potent are the hot shroom thing, which I've taught. You can snap them out of it? Huh. I didn't even know that. That's cool. Well, you're dead now, but hey, props, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know you could do that. Bah. You just, like, tickled that man to death. That man just, like, got, like, tased. Blah, blah, blah. Actually, tasing hurts, I've heard. It's okay. I don't think I need to really, like, know a whole lot about being tased. No, that it probably hurts. I guess the more minor value is that dude just got, like, shuffled my feet across the carpet and got him with that hot static electricity level of damage. Alright, here's the third and final Bowser door. And your adventure. I've got much better defenses than the other guard doors. Your luck has just run out. Come on, boys! Oh! Oh no! It's the it's the Koopa Bros. You remember who we are? Oh yes. How could I ever forget? And they're gonna beat you within an inch of your life. Don't think we're like before. We increased our power beyond our wildest dreams. After we trounced you, we learned a new technique and trained all day, every day. We're not just the Koopa Bros. We're the Super Ultra Mighty Koopa Bros, the Great. Throw a little TM on the end of that one and you got a quality name. You hear that music? I wanted to fight the Koopa Bros. I don't want to fight this guy. Blast, I'll settle by a score with you. Hiya! You have a lot of HP. Wow, okay. I want to fight the Koopa Bros. You still have 2 defense. That's not very nice. Ow! Okay. Ow. Oh, yeah, just make it quick. It's gonna do 7 true, so 7 piercing. This is how I deal with all the end-game encounters. It's, if they have defense, you use Watt and Mega Quake. If they don't, you use Bow and Mega Quake. Or just a basic hammer, I suppose. There it is. There's the... Oh, wow. You really one-upped yourself. Ow. Okay. Guess I need to stop screwing around so much. I don't think I was screwing around. I think I actually just got bopped in the face. I still have Medicine Man on. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I remember I was going to unequip the thing if I found that second. Pretty lucky that was the thing. But... Oh, geez. I could have brought more hot shrooms if I wanted to be even more stupidly obnoxious. No. No, good sir. I'm just going to pop this and have this not be happening. I should have used, Chill Out, if I think about it. But I don't have a whole lot of star points. Ah, jeez. See, just what I was worried about in that last fight. I burned through my star points. Again, this... If he hit me for, like, 12... I just gotta keep using Refresh for now. I could actually just use Smooch, but then I wouldn't have enough things for Chill Out. Ah... It's technically more. It's actually more HP efficient to be using Refresh. Because 3 bars of Refresh is 21 HP, while Smooch is just 20. Thank you, buffed Refresh. Promo's a nice time. Or something else. How about this? Ow, again. Please stop bringing the heat. You hurt a lot. I just thought about it, and I'm just such a dingus. This is technically... I'd consider this guy a boss at this point. Just use Cloud9. What am I doing? Thinking about using, like, Star Power. Nah, you gotta use Cloud9. That's the one. See, now we're fine. What are you doing? Alrighty then. Good for him. He put some effort into it, obviously. Cloud9, everybody. With Lucky Day and... What? Son of a bitch. All or nothing, why are you hurting me like this? Good thing it doesn't matter too much. He's done next turn. Hammer will hit for 5, and so will Watt. Think about it. I'm pumping 7 FP into doing 2 extra damage. Oh, pretty lucky day, and the good old Cloud9. And then you could even throw on a close call for another 33% chance if I was at 5 or less HP. There's always a way to cheese fights. No matter how difficult the game is, there's gonna be cheese, because it's a Paper Mario game. I wouldn't even want to dream of trying to balance Wait, since you beat the guy who beat... Wait, you beat the guy that beat the Koopa Bros. Does that mean you beat the Koopa Bros? No, you beat him. But he beat them. But you didn't actually let finger on... Ah! I love the writing in this game. It's a great time. Yeah, I was gonna say is I could not imagine the struggle of trying to balance a 1,000-year door pro mode. That game has even... I'm already at full HP. I leveled up. That game has even more cheese. Just, you can buy power rushes. That's how bad it is. I'm just gonna do 99 5 times to the final boss. At some point, you gotta draw the line somewhere. Oh, I'm right here. Say hello to the greatest addition in the entirety of Pro Mode. They added a pipe back to Toad Town. Backtracking from this place, every single thing we've been doing. We're an hour and 16 minutes into this. I remember it took me about... I entered this place at about the 20-minute mark. That almost took me a full hour to get through that dungeon. And we'd have to backtrack through it. I mean, admittedly, we don't have to do the puzzles or some of the longer fights, but... We're finally here. We can explore everywhere we've seen as Peach. But we're finally here. I actually just thought about it, and I'm gonna do this real fast. Just hold your horse for a sec, Bowser. I'll be right back. We do want to go store an item at the shop, because these Ultra Shrooms and Jam and Jellies still are completely overkill, and I don't want to use them. Woo! We haven't had a car whiz today! Ha 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 ha! It's taken me 4 attempts, but maybe now it can... Turn the stream off. You're not here to watch me do everything wrong. I mashed too hard. That is the 4th time I've lost on that question. There are 3 questions. There are 3 answers. So, through trial and error, you get that question right after at least 3 attempts. I forgot what I put on the 2nd answer, and I got it wrong again. And then I just bashed through. I want for death. Hello, Flamestagger. This is Paper Mario Pro Mode. It is a fan-made custom mod for the original Paper Mario that makes the game a lot harder. You're kind of coming in like right at the finish line here, but I can at least give you a rundown. We do have the VODs on the Twitch and YouTube channel if you were interested in seeing the rest of it. But some of the more specifics of Pro Mode is they've added new enemies. They've added new AI to enemies, so some of them will do new things. They've added new enemy encounters, like bundles, so some of the random encounters during a dungeon or escapade could have new stuff in them. Some of the more key things is they've added some of the badges that weren't in the base game. I guess the most, yes, every single thing is harder. The Master is... actually ridiculous. But the one key thing that everyone takes note of to start the game, every single enemy does double damage. So it's like you have the double pain badge on at all time. Goombas hit for 2. And if you just saw the fight I just did, Junior Troopa was swinging at me for 16 levels of damage. And the Master, even he has double damage. And they've nerfed a lot of the badges. It's lots of rebalancing, so you don't have a lot of the cheese. Like, they've nerfed all of the charge badges. They've nerfed power jump. They've nerfed a lot of the very easily abusable items. There's still lots of cheese, which I have been showing throughout my multitude of playthroughs. I'm saving Master and all the optional bosses for the final video, which right now we're at episode 8, like chapter 8, but I'm going to have a bonus video of all of the optional bosses, because the other key thing, which I've neglected to mention, I did actually mention in episode 1, is being saved, but they added as the biggest thing they could also have added boss-wise to Pro Mode is they added refights to every single boss in the game that are meant to be fought, like, I guess they're not meant to be fought anywhere, but they're at the same level as, like, Bowser. And once you've beaten every single boss in the game with new AI, new move, and end game tier abilities, you can fight the refight of Bowser himself. And it just gets worse and worse. Now, those require a dedicated, like, effort to defeat. Like, you kind of got to build your whole, you got to really dedicate badges and everything to beating them. It is amazing. A thing to note, you will have to get it online, and you will have to get a, emulator. A dirty word, I know, and I do not, like, promote emulation, but I have a physical copy of the game, and I'm not going to tell you how to track any of this stuff down. But you can just look it up online, you can download the mod, and I believe the mod, it's a very complicated process. This is one of the harder mods I've ever had to do for a game, because, like, this game has some problems, and it's going to take a lot of finicky nonsense to work with any kind of emulator, but, you know. I'd recommend it. If you're a big fan of the original Paper Mario and you want even more challenge, go for it. Some tips I can give you are over-prepare for everything, expect to die a lot, and abuse the refresh badge, or the refund badge. If it's that one, it's one of those badges you've probably ignored through the base game. But it's the badge that every time you use an item, you gain the selling price of the item. It's just in combat. Like, it's it's that item badge that when you use an item in combat, you heal a little bit. Or not heal, you gain money. It came out, like, months ago. Or, like, a long time, not even months. It came out a long time ago. I'm just doing a playthrough of it now. Is a first time streaming a properly lengthed game. I honestly picked this because this is a game I know a lot about, and it's the first thing to be uploading to my personal YouTube channel. So, yeah. Yeah, Arbiter's Ground. Twitch does have a dark mode. It's really cool, in fact. We're fighting Pro Mode Bowser. And as you just saw, his Fire Breath just hit me for 16. Isn't that a fine amount of damage? Because if he uses Fire Breath with Star Rod, it would hit for 20. And that's actually the smack that takes out Mario at the start of the game. It really sets up the damage scaling for the whole game. Because normally Bowser hits you for 10 at the intro, but this game it swings at you for 20. Just letting you know that that is the kind of obnoxious levels of damage they're going to be pumping out late game. I have max BP, 35 HP, and 35 FP. So him hitting for 16 or 20 is effectively like half my HP. So that's fun. Dude, Paper Mario's been the one character... If I had to say Smash Bros. Characters that I've been wanting, the one that I personally really, really wanted was Bowser Jr., but we got this weird bastardization where they just gave him an excuse to put the Koopalings in, and that's not Bowser Jr. I will fight anyone fisticuff style who says otherwise. I'll probably lose, but I'll go down defending my right to party. But other than that, it'd be Paper Mario. I was too busy. I was fixing my shoe, man. I didn't even have my hand on Sunshine Bowser Jr. In fact, that is right. Give him... He actually has a lot of moveset that'd be unique to him, not just with the clown car. Like, in the tennis games, he's been shown to use bullet bills a lot. Sunshine's paintbrush a lot. He has a much more unique move set than you'd get with Basic Boy clown car nonsense. Getting weirdly impassioned about this. Bowser, because Bowser Jr. is cool, man. To be fair, Sunshine was the Mario game, like traditional Mario platformer game I grew up with, so he was effectively the main villain in that game. Can you not be doing this, Bowser? I'm trying to explain and talk, and I can't be playing the video game properly. Please stop bodying me. This isn't even the hard phase. I've been talking to people in chat trying to read all that nonsense. Ugh. There's normally, like, no one in chat talking, so it's a new experience trying to balance these things. I appreciate you guys being here at the very least. But yeah, if you guys wanted to see more Paper Mario promo, just a full playthrough, if you couldn't get it to work or something, I got VODs up on Twitch, which may not last forever, but they're all being uploaded to my YouTube channel. Which, you know, shameless self-promotion on that front, but whatever. I feel like I at least have the right to promote when I have, like, 40 Twitch followers and 3 subscribers on YouTube. I'd say I'm fairly unknown enough. At least give me one thing in life. I still have Power Jump. Like, that was one of those badges I just kind of put on just to fill a badge slot. It's still on my person. Wow, it's lasted a long time. Same with Medicine Man. I was expecting to unequip Medicine Man. I was looking for that second Pretty Lucky, but I didn't know where to find it. I still don't even remember if that's actually even in this game. It might be Thousand Year Door you get a second Pretty Lucky. I got Lucky Day and the first Pretty Lucky, but I don't know about no second Pretty Lucky. I may just have to look it up and grab it off screen, because once we're done with this, we're at bonus video territory. Yep, just think about it. Next stream, I should be starting to slam out all the optional bosses. So Kintzy Koopa, the third tier of Electric Blooper, the anti-guy, the master and everything in the dojo, all of that. And then probably going to be its own video will be all of the boss refights. Because those ones are insane. They add a complete new mechanic to almost every boss. Like, just to give you a taste, Toot Koopa is, in my opinion, the hardest one. Weirdly to say, it's so strange for me to say something like that. But Toot Koopa's the hardest, in my opinion. They kind of, one thing I can, if I have to criticize anything about Pro Mode, is the effort kind of flaked out a little bit in a couple of the later chapters. Everything's kind of the same. Like, they don't mess with nearly as much. They don't have, like, new enemies as nearly as much. A lot of the stuff's a lot more basic. Even the Pro Mode version, like the refights of bosses, they don't introduce as many new mechanics. Like, for example, I'm not even going to hold my tongue on what specific bosses, but some of the later bosses in the refights, too, don't have as many new mechanics. Gotta keep some kind of surprise. Can't go be revealing my whole hand. Gotta keep some stuff close to the chest. Keep it hidden under the hood. I think it's still such a dominant strategy. Just using Lackluster's Cloud 9 with the 2, like, just dodge chance badges. This is a baseline Paper Mario strat. Like, they didn't nerf this one at all. They specifically nerfed, using, like, Super Jump Charge and Power Bounce to just, like, one-hit every boss, which I'll at least give them that. They probably should have nerfed, and they did, so, alright, cool. So, that's at least good. They also added, all of the items that have been in the beta, if you know about, like, beta Paper Mario stuff, so they've added... I'm trying to remember the specifics. I don't even remember what beta badges there are off the top of my head. They've added new badges, but I don't know if they're the beta ones. Because I know they added Medicine Man, which I don't think that's in the base game. That was a beta item. That makes all items you use to heal yourself 50% more effective. I got that equipped right now. Oh, Paper Mario for Switch. We all wish. I mean, there's nothing I can really say that's good about Sticker Star or Paint. I don't even remember what it's called. It's as you said, it's just the Paint one. I could call it Paint Sticker Star. It's literally Sticker Star with a fresh coat of paint, that's for sure. It's nicer at the very least. I've heard at the one thing, okay, there's one good thing I could say about the Paint one, is that it's got really good comedy chops. Then again, that's Color Splash, that's the one. That's, good comedy chops is par for the course for Mario games. Are you telling me we can't have, wait, is there a heal block up here? There should be. I believe there is. That's like tier 1 of Paper Mario goodness. There's not like good gameplay, well-written characters, a good story, you know, unique characters. Oh, fun nonsense. Because when you can make a game, take a game and just make it harder, and then have that be just a full reason, because I've beaten, like, okay, I'm trying to think of 2 different points at the same time to tell the same objective. If you can make a mod for the game, which just makes the game harder, and have it still be, I don't think there's a heal thingy up here. Ah, jeez. Yeah, there's not. Oh, well, we're gonna have to go into this raw. If you can make a mod that just makes the game harder and have you still play through the game a lot, then that's a successful baseline game. I've beaten Pro Mode 3 times. 2 times. This is gonna be the 3rd time. The 2nd time was a 100% playthrough. All the star pieces, all the badges, all the super blocks. And I even got all the new ones, because they added new stuff. They added new, star pieces to the, not only Chuck Quizmo, but to the, super boss refights. You get, star pieces for them. You get, like, 2 for each one of those you defeat. And then, I think you get a unique badge for, doing all of them and then beating the Bowser refight, I believe. I'm not certain on that, so we may get something else. My memory's just a touch hazy on that front, but what can you do? Where is this stupid toad? It is probably back in the first room. Oh, why couldn't they have just put a heart block in that same room? Gotta pad out the time. You know, I started this stream thinking, oh yeah, no, I'll just go till I beat the game, and then we're gonna call it there to save it for the bonus video. No, this one dungeon took an hour, and then this last 30 minutes has been Bowser, Junior Trooper, and all that nonsense. Oh, boy. It's just kind of hitting me now that I have to, like, objectively think about this and talk about it. Bowser's Castle in this game sucks just so much. It's so bad. Every other chapter, even the ones that I personally don't like as much, are like, there's at least you're doing something. This is just a big dungeon gauntlet. The visuals aren't interesting. There's no unique locale. Yeah, Bowser's Castle sucks. I'll at least say, it is the first game in a series. Making Bowser the main antagonist makes sense. Not as good as Thousand Year Door, but yeah, Shadow Queen's Castle was really bad, but at least they break up some of the monotony with stuff like the tower. Because I distinctly remember the tower being one of my favorite points of that whole game. I love the tower, which is right in the middle. It's that one where you have to do all those really weird puzzles. That one was super fun to me, in my opinion. But to be fair, I'd say most of Thousand Year Door's dungeons are better than the OG Paper Marios. You're never going to get anything like the Excess Express or Glitzville. I mean, Glitzville is effectively just a fight spree. You're just going through a gauntlet at that point, but it's the fact that it's a tournament arc. It's super cool. Also, the 1 hour, 30-minute mark has shown up, so my webcam's, you know, frame rate tracking ability is now hot garbage. Thank you, 2 year, like, early 2000s webcam, you're still holding up, and you're just as good as the modern equivalents in my dreams. Final boss fight. Gotta beat Bowser. I mean, do we need the specifics of this one? Do I need to really, like, run down on this? Kamek has this big old platform that's supposed to make Bowser even beefier. I mean, clearly it worked. Alright. We got 25 minutes to beat this, watch the whole ending, and wrap it up nice and tidy in a little bow before the stream's supposedly supposed to end. So that I can extend it for as long as I so well please. Oh, he has a defense, okay. So, actually Power Jump's still the most effective. I shouldn't be dumping. Wait, do I get a full heal? I don't remember. I'm still just gonna play this safe. I'm not gonna go too hard because I know this is a temporary phase, but, you know. I'm still gonna use Cloud9. That's like freelo. Like, look at this. Jesus. He hits so hard. I mean, one thing with Pro Mode that makes it nice, because it technically is the double pain badge, you blocking technically blocks 2 damage. So, you can block for 2. Damage dodge makes you block for another 2, which I have 1 on. I could be blocking for 6 if I equipped the second damage dodge. I could be blocking for 8 if I threw Defend Plus. 10 if I threw P down, D up, which is ridiculous to be taking 10 less damage. That's another strategy. I could genuinely see that working as an actual strategy at this point. Throw on, like, all the happy hearts you want. Throw on Heart Fanatic, the happy hearts, and then everything that ups your defense, and just sit on it. Mario is now the brick wall. That becomes Protect the Castle. The game. Let your partners do the damage. Watt and Bow will carry you hard enough. Lackluster for AoE, Bow for murder, and Watt for penetrating murder. I do really like how they nerfed the damage rushing strategies in this Pro Mode, because that's always been one of the strengths for Paper Mario. It's been, you can really kind of build your character how you want, but in Paper Mario, rushing out a lot of power onto a power bounce has always been just definitively, like, amazing. I can say all the bosses in 1 and 2, so Baseline, this, and Thousand Year Door are great. I'd say my favorite boss in this game is either Lava Piranha or, yeah, Crystal King, because he's really cool. Honestly, if we're talking Pro Mode, Crystal King is the most disappointing boss, because they didn't change anything about him. He's the one I will say. There's nothing new about him. He's just the same guy, but they made him hit a little bit harder, do the standard double damage, and gave him more HP. They didn't even buff the HP of the little, crystal-y dudes he summons. So, one Spiny Surge from Lackluster, because they have 1 HP, will just kill them all. I don't actually know what he does with those things. I have never once gotten into a fight with him where he's had a turn that those things actually went off properly. Which is why he's not even my favorite. He's debatably my favorite boss. Great design, but I also really like Lava Piranha, because I just like Piranha Plains. And again, there's a similar problem with that one, where he's so stupidly easy. And they actually kind of made Lava Piranha a little bit harder, because the first phase of Lava Piranha is really hard, and the second phase is baby mode easy if you have ice power and, like, sushi at ultra rank, but, you know. Yeah, oh yeah, he does do... I remember that, yeah, the inhale and launch them thing. Yeah, that move sucks. Well, some of the stuff they've done for some of these bosses, it gets ridiculous. I know, I'll say this one, because this is just the base game, this isn't the refights. For Tough and Puff, some of the... Huff and Puff. Some of the Tough Puffs that he summons will be intangible, like with a Repel Gel or like what a Boo does. So you can't kill them. So they'll be able to not only confirm the damage that they do, but he'll constantly be healing. And that's one of the more minor things. Like, or one of the actually, that one's one of the more major ones. Like, Toot and Koopa has more shells to throw at you, so he doesn't have to resort to using magic as much, so he doesn't knock himself down. The Koopa Bros are still baby mode easy because you can just POW block and Fire Flower spam them to kill them. Tubba Blubba is one of the really unique ones. He starts the fight with, like, the heart starts the fight with minions, a Hyper Goomba and a Hyper Paragoomba, and then when he rejoins his body, he actually has HP and can do damage. I'm not going to say any more, just to keep some of that surprise factor up. But those are the first 3 bosses. I'm going to hush my face now, because we do have some people who may not have seen it all. So, I'm going to go a little hush-hush right there. There's some secrets we're going to keep tucked under the hood. Yeah, Huff and Puff and Tubba Blubba are the 2 really cool ones. I'm trying to think, what are the others? Yeah, I'm just going to hush my face, though. Specifically, if I went into any more detail, they added new mechanics to all the refights. Those get crazy. With the exception of one particular, but okay. I think there needs to be like a 2.0 version of Pro Mode because they need to finish updating all the bosses. Some of them are still just a bit too standard, I feel. That's about me. When you've beaten this 3 times, you kind of start seeing the holes in the design, even for Pro Mode where they make the game super hard. I was actually going to mention earlier when we were talking about favorite bosses. If I had to say favorite boss amongst the 2 games, favorite's Cortez. Cortez is way too cool to not be the best boss in Paper Mario. His fight's unique, he has a great design, the song that he has for his fight's amazing. Cortez is super cool. Not to mention, that chapter is my second favorite chapter in that whole game, aside from Blitz Pit. And after that, my next favorite boss would probably be Macho Grubba, because he's the most character development ever put into a Paper Mario boss. Other than, like, Bowser. Macho Grubba has weirdly a lot of character development. Oh, why are you like this, Bowser? I know you can only do that twice, but still, you're being difficult, son. Howdy, Poggles! Your name threw me off for a second. I was like, I thought there was an I. I thought that was Powiggles or something like that. I don't know. You messed up my brain for a second. You came in at the perfect time. We're fighting the final boss. Don't think you could have... I mean, if you want to show up at the most interesting of times, here you are. I have only refreshed Merle's spell once. This thing has been going... This thing's been trucking along this whole time. And there's Bowser healing again. Exciting content. Difference between Pro Mode on this fight? None. He hits harder. We were just having a whole conversation about it. The whole Pro Mode thing really flakes off for bosses after, like, Lava Piranha. I'll at least, yeah, almost every single boss. Like, Lava Piranha, actually, Huff and Puff has a unique difference. But Lava Piranha, the Crystal King, and Bowser don't have any new changes. Which is so disappointing. He hits harder. He's just a big, scary boss. Instead of 99 HP, he has 120! Ooh! I mean, if this is just like a damage check fight, I mean, alright. Because see right there, I blocked for 20, he just swung at me for... Or I blocked for 4, he just swung at me for 20. That's a pretty big difference, if I do say so myself, but nothing unique, you know? There's no, nothing crazy like Huff and Puff or Tubba Blubba. They did save some of the uniqueness for the rematches. But they're also the same general problem that even the rematches can be a little bit boring. I think the neat thing about the rematches, to be fair, is you can fight them at any point of the game. Once you've gotten your first... I think you have to defeat... No, I don't remember what the actual trigger for it is. I know there's a Goomba King also. He's in the refights, so... He's one of the really unique ones. Like, they made Goomba King, like, genuinely kind of threatening. Okay, I'd say kind of, but he's actually one of the harder ones. He would be harder if my default strategy wasn't a really good counter to him, but it depends on how you play the game, which boss will be harder for you personally. For me, when it comes to, I like to do penetration and dodge. So, the Lucky Day, Pretty Lucky, and Cloud9 with a Mega Quake and Watt. It really counters a lot of the bosses in the game, which is what I've found to be the most definitive strategy. But if you play the game differently, if you want to power rush if you want to do like lots of power stacking with power bounce, if you want to go a ton of HP and abuse Medicine Man, if you want to do a lot of FP and abuse a lot of those really crazy FP attacks, that's also a strategy you can use. Heck, we even just talked about a new one I didn't even think about before, where you can stack all the defense badges and let your partner kill them, because it's still technically viable. Because they added Heart Fanatic, so you have better regen. Throw on all the defense items and you're blocking for 10. That's not even like a wrong number. You would genuinely be blocking for 10 damage if you had every single defense item I can think of off the top of my head. So I'm running low on FP. That's how little Bowser is intimidating. I have not been paying attention at all. And the most thing that I'm like, oh no, I have almost out of FP. Wow. Intimidating. If there's one thing I can sell on Pro Mode, the early game is so hard. Like, chapters 1 to 3, really hard. Like, that's where you're going to get the majority of your... I died. Oh, whoops. I'm sorry, Bowser. I guess I shouldn't be bad-mouthing you at this point. But yeah, it's the early game that really explodes in difficulty. Late game, nah, not quite as much. They could do a little bit more for that on that front. Because it's like pre-Goomba King, like the prologue, like Mushroom Trail can be rough if you don't know what you're doing. Koopa Bros Fortress is pretty rough. The one that I always have the most difficulty with in the whole game is Tubba Blubba's Fortress. I hate it. It is so difficult. To the point where, Tubba Blubba's whole area, Tubba Blubba's Castle, like Chapter 3 was my favorite chapter in the game. In Pro Mode, not anymore. They made that one so difficult, I almost find it obnoxious. It's partially just me, because I cannot block Clubbas for the life of me. Oh, no. No siree. Okay, that's his third heal. He's not doing that no more. Oh. But even still, the fact that he heals for 33 times, which is, 90, and he has 120 HP, 210 HP to slog through. This fight doesn't become difficult, it becomes annoying. At the very least, this is the only real fight I can think of that this is genuinely kind of a problem, where it becomes more of a slog than anything. It stops being a fight and more becomes a trial of endurance. And I can endure, son. Don't worry. Just please roll over and die. I could see, however, Bowser being genuinely, really, almost frustratingly difficult if you had like a power stacking or a much less sustained focused build than what I have. But of course, you can always just insta-respec because of the badge system in this game, so it's not too bad. But man, can you imagine how frustrating it'd be to just insta-die? Or not insta-die, to even lose at all during this fight? Even if you got down to, like, really down to that wire, and he gets you when he's down to, like, his last 40, 50 HP after he's gotten all those heals, like around where I am. Oh, that'd be absolutely infuriating. Luckily, this game normally doesn't have that big of a problem. I hate it when some RPGs make the final boss such a long slog, and then they introduce, like, hey, here's that second phase that's even harder, that's even tougher to beat down, and then it kills you in, like, its last phase or does something to heal. It's just like, you make life much more difficult than it needs to be. For example, that I can think of, here's definitely a relevant topic. Playing Paper Mario, final boss of Persona 3. Oh, that one can get real bad. Because it can fully heal itself. Not through its own skills, but by confusing your teammates and making them cast full heal. Ha 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 ha! The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Alright, no more Persona talk. People aren't here for that. People may not... Oh, no. That attack actually didn't dodge. I didn't miss this time for once. Oh, dearie me. I also didn't block it. That's also part of the problem. Didn't miss, and I didn't block it. That's his most dangerous attack. You gotta be concerned about anything. It's his wave. Dispels all your buffs and incapacitates your partner. Oh, boy. It's time to go for that good old refresh spam strategy. Oy. Okay, at least he's doing this. It's not too bad. Alright, Mr. Man. And we've been doing this for an hour and 51 minutes. Aside from the initial challenge run of Chapter 6, which we lost, we did just Chapter 8 nonsense. That's how long this stupid grind is. Here, let me check something real fast. The audio's going to cut out, and yes, I do know that. It's what happens when you deselect the window. Had to check something on the stream, make sure everything's still going fine. It's a touch late to be doing that, considering it's an hour and 51 minutes out of a 2-hour-long stream, but what can you do, you know? Luckily, we're almost done with this. And luckily, I can also extend the stream as long as I want, so time's not an issue. Unless I lose the fight. If I lose this fight, which should be difficult because I have 3 life shrooms, all of which came from this dungeon alone, it's gonna be time at that point. Oh, if I lost this, I'd be so... I wouldn't say mad, but more so disappointed. That's what we call a fun vacuum. It's just gone. Just dust in the wind at that point. Luckily he's not, because of my strategy of dodging so much. Heart Fanatic is proccing a lot, so I'm getting lots of regen. So I don't need to use refresh as much, so we can have more turns to just have our star energy passively regenerate. And if I really needed to, I can actually start using the focus command. That's actually the kind of strategy I go for when doing the refights. Just go as hard defensive as possible because Watt will be able... I didn't block it again. Son of a gun. Because 5 damage every turn is still really consistent damage. Don't underestimate that. The dude's got 70 HP. 5 damage a turn will get him down faster than you think. If Mario doesn't have to heal, that just makes it faster. Oh, you really want me dead, Bowser. Can I ask you to calm down a little bit? You're going real hard, and I don't appreciate none of it. Okay. Just make sure that's all okay. Oh, that's not right. That's also not right. Okay, stop looking at Twitch me. That's causing problems. I think both of my deaths have been because of this. Do I still got another one of those? Oh yeah, we're fine. Not even a problem at this point. We're still gonna play it safe, but we're pretty much in there at this point. Alright. Actually, almost out of star points. Well, I also have, I have 2 shooting stars and a thunder rage that I got in Chapter 7. I was expecting to use, but never needed to. I'm gonna save them, I guess. I mean, why would I waste them on this guy? They're still useful. I love it when he does this. It wastes Mario's turn, but it gives me a chance to regenerate star points and get some regen done. And it's free damage from Watt, so... It's either a free damage from Watt or a free refresh of the Cloud9. So here's a neat fact. Fact of the matter. In the previous Bowser fight, the one where he's not gigantic on this platform, you can actually get through his, Peach Star armor nonsense just by doing enough damage. I don't know if piercing works on that. I think that one's actually unique in that regard. But using any method of just pumping out damage is amazing to just get through it so you don't have to use the Star Beam. Because doesn't set his defense to infinite like it does in this fight. In that first phase, it umps his defense by, like, I think 2 or 3. So if you actually just hit him, he'll die. He'll still take damage. It makes him hit harder and have new nonsense, but, you know. Oh, Mega Quake. The badge that has carried us through the whole game. Carry me straight to beating the game. Hands off the keyboard. I'll take that one right to the face. Because it doesn't matter, son. Your attack that killed me at the beginning of the game ain't enough now. Bye-bye. Oh, yes. We're not done yet, though. We got the ending to go through and all that fun stuff. But once we finish that up, next stream is going to be our boss rush. We're going to do every single optional boss. Not the boss refights, that's for bonus video number 2. But we're going to do all of them. The anti-guy, we're going to do Kenshi Koopa, we're going to do all the dojo fights, and we're going to do tier 3 blooper. There's the Star Rod. Taken back from Bowser, and now the Mushroom Kingdom is safe once again. Ah, yes. The moment is kind of ruined, considering not only is this exploding, but it's like 100 degrees, and I feel like I'm dying. I can't even turn the fan at me, or else that'd just pollute the audio, because no one wants that. Just sit back, enjoy whatever alternative form of enjoyment you have, whether it be food, drink, you could be open to have something going on in another tab. All that's fine right about now. Because right now, we're just enjoying the ending. There's still dialogue to be had, though, so. I would go over and say my final thoughts of Pro Mode, but I've been saying them all throughout the video, but if I was to compile it, I'd say it's a very good mod that still could use a little bit of polish, but I would personally say it's better than the base game. I have not gone back to play the base Paper Mario in years, but I have come back to Pro Mode 3 times total. And the base Paper Mario is probably more than 5 years it's been. And I've come back to Pro Mode, I think I've done it 2 times. One was more than a year ago. Actually, probably more than 2 years ago, depending on when this came out. And my 100% playthrough was about 6 or 7 months back. So, it's got me coming back. I don't normally play games that often, too, so I gotta give props. From the absolutely outstanding base Paper Mario and the completely ridiculous amount of effort it would take to properly balance a harder mod. Props to everyone involved in this game. You have my praise. And like I said, it does need a little bit more polish. There's still a couple things that are a little bit rough around the edges. They can make a little bit of the bosses better. And some of the strategies are still a little bit too dominant. The refund badge is too good. You can too easily spam life shrooms. Other than that, it's pretty good. I like so many of the changes that they made, though. Made it so you can't grind star points on, like, Goombas from the start of the game until you're level 99. You can't power stack into a power bounce as easily anymore. You still can. It's not quite as effective. There's a lot of good changes here. I really do enjoy it. And I hope you did as well. And now they must all return to the Star Haven to keep granting everyone's wishes. And that right there is the 2-hour mark. Right on time for the ending of the game. It's still going to be a bit longer, so we're not quite done yet. We got to get the castle back down safely. Let me sit back. Pause that. Yeah, alright. I was just checking something. Every time I do that, the whole thing pauses for a second. So it kind of takes a moment just to touch, but that's not too bad. Ah, Paper Mario. So that's it, huh? That's how you took the Star Rod back from Bowser. Seems like another Wild Adventures in the books, bro. Castle's back in its normal place and everyone's returned home safely. You came through in the end, just like you always do. I know you've been back for days now, but I'll bet you still kind of feel like you're on an adventure, don't you? That reminds me, the pals who traveled with you. I wonder what they're up to now. Goombario! Hey, Parakarry, what's up? I thought you were going back to delivering letters. Haha, sure am. This isn't a social call. I dropped by to bring a letter to you, Goombario. It's from Princess Peach. Princess Peach? Whoa, what's she writing to me for? Read it and find out. I've got to deliver more letters. I'm not going to keep reading all these. I was going to, like, read Luigi's text in the ending of the game, but I forgot we had to go through letters for everybody. It's an invitation to a party at the castle. Everyone's going to get one. There's Bombette. Oh, it's just going to speed up. Okay. Bombette's living in Koopa Village. There's Colorado's wife. There's Bo, living in the weirdo mansion. I like the Bo mansion. Watts living in Shag Eye's toy box. Okay. Cheap at the cheap land. So she had a kid. Her name was Sashimi. And there's Lackluster. Or Spike, as he prefers to be called. My favorite party member. There's Colorado and Cooper going to... most likely the Crystal Palace. Yeah. Crystal Palace. Yeah. Also, like, the best dungeon. It's not my favorite chapter, but it's the best dungeon. I really like the Crystal Palace. I think overall, favorite chapter... It's either 7, which is Crystal Palace, or 4, or the Toy Box. Both of them have their little annoyances. Both of them have their fair share of backtracking, but... Then again, I'm definitely biased towards Chapter 3 because I love snow and winter. It's a good time. Don't bother coming back home, you wandering buffoon. What a no-good husband. That was a message from your wife. Colorado, you set out on this expedition without telling your wife again, didn't you? Boy, was she so furious. Good gracious! But Parakarry, why in the world didn't you tell me this first? This is a crisis, old boy. I must have way back home with all due speed. Alright. I guess we're going home for now. Why didn't you tell me this first? This is a horrible... So, something to bring up, because it's gonna date this video even more so than I've ever done before. Today, Awesome Games Done Quick just uploaded a lot of their videos. And one of them was a Paper Mario stream, but I'm Glower, I believe was his name. I do follow some of the, a lot of the speedrunners. No, did I say streamers earlier? Speedrunners, doesn't matter. Speedrunners for this game. And I'm Glauer went to HEDQ and did it. How fast did he do it? Well, each of my streams is 2 hours. He beat the game in under 2 hours. It took me more than 8 hours. Oh, hey, is this lady? Hi. None of the rest of these people are important. It's only her. I always talk to her because she's a unique NPC you can never talk to otherwise. And, yeah, let's just... Wait, is that not right? Am I doing this wrong? Is it down here? No? Okay. I could have sworn there's a glitch that lets you pop into the, fountain. I must not be doing it right. Might be at the beginning of the game. I'm not certain about that one. Here we are. You can see all of our rando companions dotted around. Not all of them, but a lot of them. We also passed them on the road to get here, so. Princess Peach. I also didn't even bring up earlier, Luigi's Challenge. That's something I haven't mentioned this whole time, because I haven't actually done it, personally. It's, you play the whole game and can equip up to 64 badges, but you can't get any more star points. Frankly, I would almost find that an easier run, personally, because it's, you just get all the badges you want. With, the fact that you can buy an additional HP and FP plus, you're still going to get to like 20 HP, maybe 25 HP and FP. I don't know. But being able to equip all the badges, like it's 64 badges, that's a lot of badges. It makes everything cost 1 BP is the thing. Like it gives you 64 BP. And you can equip all of them. And welcome! Can I like wheel out further? Not really. This gives like a weird perspective kind of thing, so. To the final parade. A celebration of a mission well done. The Star Rod modding tools made by Clover. And Paper Mario's staff. Thank you, Clover. I appreciate what you've done immensely. Even with all the little... I mean, any complaints I do have are very minor. Or even factors into the base game. I'm talking about the content that you did add is amazing. There's some slight problems with, I wish Chapter 3 was a little bit less tedious, but I mean, that's really just, I hate Clovas. I hate them so much. And I've talked about balance all throughout the series. I don't think I gotta run it down anymore. But, all I can really say is, thanks, Clover. You did it good this time. I suppose now it's just time to sit back, because what can I really talk about at this point? It's a parade. Also, Bob-ombs right there. Just go back if you need to. They confirmed to have arms. This is world-shattering. Bob-ombs have arms. Oh dear. There's Ralph and Ruff. I believe their names. I didn't buy how it is stock. There's two. Oh, cheeky. I suppose that works. The only question is, how does some of this stuff move? Well, there's probably like wheels or an engine of some sort, just directly underneath all this nonsense. But yeah. Oh, and there's even more chain jumps. Fantastic. Nice job, Mr. Man. But now is the time to rest and relax until the next series. Now, I would say what the next game is, but that's going to be a sneaky, sneaky time. Well, they just took his body. That is jacked up super hard. How did they get his heart back out of him? But the next game I plan on playing is, there's one of two that I'm debating right now. And I'm not going to say the specific one for now. But if you do go on the Discord, I could ask. If you wanted to join this Discord, I could at least propose both options and have people decide what they'd rather see. It's actually gonna go. I'm actually gonna go ask that right after this one. So, hey. And then the decision will be made upon me finishing bonus video number 2, which there should be 2, maybe actually 3 bonus videos. Because I don't know if 2 hours is going to be enough time to go through every single refight. That'd be a rough one. It's not the most rough thing in the world, though. But yeah. Maybe. Who knows? There may be 2, there may be 3 bonus videos. It depends on how things go down. It may even be an extended video. Who knows? Or if I'm unsure about the length on the spot, I may just make an hour and 30 minutes each. May end the streams early. Because again, I can't really edit these. This is a direct export from Twitch nonsense. I can't edit these too fantastic, you know, so... what can you do, you know? I think that's pretty spooky. Who's the real Crystal King? I'll get bodied. Is the real who's the real Crystal King? Oh, he's so mad. I love his design though, which is why I'm like, dude, Crystal King is so cool. He is the most boring, I guess, character-wise. He literally just shows up at the end, is the boss at the end of it. Like, Koopa Bros are built up from the beginning. Toot and Koopa was talking to you for a while. What's after that? Tubba Blubba was built up. Tubba Blubba was great. Then after that, you got General Guy, who at the very least was talking to you multiple times throughout the fight. And there's the Lava Piranha, who you know was the one doing all the nonsense, and had sentries telling you about him. And he was just wacky, talking all caps, being crazy. And then there's Huff and Puff, I believe, is the next one. Yeah, Chapter 5, Chapter 6. And then there's Huff and Puff, who's the one doing all the smoke nonsense. People are directly reporting to him. So, Crystal King is definitely the weakest as a character. Even then, that's really a low bar. Wow, Paper Mario 1 boss's personalities. I know, right? Pretty low bar. Thousand Year Door definitely does a lot better. Like, if we're talking about examples of good characters, like, Grubba from Thousand Year Door has a decently, like, good, if not character development, but just a solid baseline concept for his character. You know? We'll see it when we see it. Unfortunately, one thing I will disapprove of is Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door would be our next game, because I don't have a good way of recording GameCube games. Jeez. I can record a lot of games, but GameCube is a little bit rough. I need like a controller, is the main thing. I have Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, but I just need a good, either a good capture card or a good controller. But, you know. Oh, we're finally at the end there. Alright. We've gone through pretty much everyone. Oh, there's the general guys. These aren't even in order. I thought we were done at the, Bowser and Crystal King guys. Actually, we're not even at Bowser yet. Don't think we've seen him too much. I think we saw Cammy, though. Not certain on that one. Wow. What a competent fool. It's going on for 13 minutes. Whew, it's going to be a long one. I did not know Toads could do that with their head. Also, a thing to note, that, those images with the bombs with their hands, like arms, it's like cursed images out the wazoo. Oh, I'm just gonna date this video even more by saying something like that. Oh, jeez. Luckily, here we are. Alright. The end of Paper Mario. fireworks. And on top of liking fireworks, I also hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I hope you enjoy our next project, not progress. Anyway, peace.